Boom. Well, welcome. I'm so glad to see all your faces tonight. I always love just getting us together like face to face since I know not all of us are local and just really wanted to hash out a couple things for June because with this big sale going on, it's like a massive opportunity for us to really bring in new people. And then at the same time, I know most of you, it's like we're kind of split. Some of you are brand new to coaching and some of you have been coaching for a long time. So I'm going to talk to both worlds a little bit. But just so you guys know, if you're new, this June sale literally only happens in June. Like the rest of the year, they'll do the new packages on sale, but they won't do like everything $20 off, especially this main package. So it's a really big deal. The fact that people can like get in for 140 as opposed to like 160, that just takes it into a different money level for a lot of people. And so we have a lot of opportunity there. We'll chat that out. And then just the idea for some of us, and then especially as you guys are starting to bring in new coaches, even if you're brand new, to think about like what you're going to do for yourself or what you're going to do for your new coaches. Just the idea of giving our new coaches wins right off the bat. I kind of wanted to chat about that too. So I'll just kind of kick us off with some things that I had in mind, and then we can kind of hash it out together as a team. I'm sorry, I have this cough again that comes back every 3 weeks. I will do my best. Okay, with the challenge packs on sale, hopefully all of you know the challenge pack is the combination of Beachbody On Demand and either Shakeology or Energize and Recover or a 3-day toothbrush or something like that. You can look online and see all the different packages there. There are some for 80 days, some for 220, some for, all the different eating plans. And what's happening this month is any package over $150 is $20 off. So that's pretty much everything, to be honest. It's pretty much most of our packages that we would sell are all $20 off. And the beauty of selling a challenge pack is that you get someone started right away with the workouts and the Shakeology. And so they get like the full program, like it's the beauty of it. We all know that it's the full program that's what's changing our lives. It's following the eating plan and following the workouts. And so obviously that's kind of where we want to lead off. I wrote down, there were like 3 different types of people that I wanted us to kind of be thinking about when we're thinking about, there's a sale going on. So number 1, if you've been coaching, if you've been coaching, sorry, I said that like 4 times. If you've been coaching for over a year, I want you to take a look at Monitor My Business and my subscriptions. And hi TJ, there is a way in there that you can look up all your upcoming Beachbody On Demand renewals. And I can kind of type that out in the chat afterwards to really show you specifically since I don't have it pulled up right now. But what's huge for me every month and what's helping me get Success Club points every single month, because I've been doing this for a long time, so these are for my people who've been here a year or more, is all of those BOD renewals, they're just not renewing for the 99, they're renewing with a challenge pack. So make sure you're keeping your eye on those subscription renewals, even if it's like the 3-month, the 6-month. So even if you're newer and you've got people just doing, hey, I'm going to do the 3-month, the 6-month, the 2-week trial, whatever it is, remember that those people, especially since it's $40 off, because I usually say, shakes are half off. And now I get to say they're like more than half off. Like it's not just that they're $60, they're only $40. And all of my June people are like, oh yeah, I love the shakes. Most people don't continue them just because they feel like they're expensive. So to be able to get them for $40 is huge. So please learn how to look that up and make that a new normal that you do at the beginning of every month, that you just look and see who's about to renew, even if they're about to renew June 30th. I write them today because I want them to be ready to go for that week so that they can cancel and re-sign. The second thing we've been talking about a lot are just those follow-ups. All of those people who either didn't respond or who said no or who kind of said yes and then never signed up or anything like that is just writing back. And we have a lot of really great blurbs on the team page right now, and we'll maybe put them all in one spot, like really good follow-up ideas, but just talking about like, hey, I was thinking about you because everything is $20 off right now and I knew you really wanted to jump in and thought this could be really great timing, So just kind of throwing that out there with all those follow-ups. If you've been coaching for over a week, you can follow up with people, and that's the beauty of this business is we already have people in that pipeline. And then in the new invites, what I do, and everybody's different, what I've been doing in my new invites is not talking about the $20 off thing right away. I'm still inviting like normal. I'm inviting to my challenge group. I'm showing value all over the place. And then once we get into the conversation and I start to break down the price, I get to be like, and oh my gosh, guess what? This package is $20 off. And it's not going to be like that beyond June. And I kind of hype it up then as opposed to leading with the deal. And you need to think about your people. Like, are your people just like deal driven? If they are, maybe you need to lead with that. My followers, I'm not necessarily publicly deal driven. Like, I am deal driven, but it's not something I'm always talking about. And so I feel like it's not like my people don't expect that out of me. But like Larissa, my success partner, she's always talking about all the sweet deals she can find. So it makes sense for her to be blasting the fact that there's a deal, because you tend to follow people that you think like, you know. So I want you to think about you. Like, are you constantly talking about like the sweet find? Because if so, that is something to talk about publicly. So put it in your posts, put it in your stories, like get it out there that there's a huge sale going on, just however you need to do it that fits you best. And my biggest reminder when it comes to us having a big sale in June is don't forget that it's the story that connects, not the sale. And I know that you guys know this, and I just want to say it again. It's the story that connects. It's going to be you sharing personal results from yourself. It's going to be you sharing your journey. It's going to be you sharing your challenger's journey, your coach's journey. So people see that they're not just getting something for cheap or at a discount, but they're actually getting something that is going to better themselves. So they feel that personal connection, not just that, ooh, sweet deal connection. So just make sure there's like, it is going to be a craft of just constantly having both. And so that's why a lot of the sale things, throw it out there in a main post here and there, but obviously all of our main posts should be so focused on that. And then my biggest thing I wanted to kind of think through tonight is, okay, what do we do when we get those no's, or, hey, I don't have enough money, or, this isn't the right time. And I know that a lot of us do this. I just kind of wanted to hash it out as a team because I know Dara and the big team has been talking about it a whole lot. And I feel like us as a team, like of our strength movement team, we really do have a decent, healthy balance going on. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody kind of knew some of that wording or conversation, or just kind of what I do. And then again, this is your business. You get to run it how you want. I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to give you ideas and share with you what I'm doing. And then you guys can go from there. But what I do if someone is just like, hey, I just don't have the money. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. Or like, oh, that was pricier than I thought. Or like, oh man, I just really want to do this, but I don't know if it's the right timing. If I hear some of those key phrases there, I always hop back with two things. Number one, if they've already shared their goals with me, because in that very second conversation I'm having with them, I'm asking them, what are your health and fitness goals? So that if they've already shared their goals with me, I'm coming back to them after they've said no, or not now, or I can't afford it. I'm coming back with their goals and saying, okay, here's what I hear. I know that you really want to lose weight and that you're wanting to start an exercise program. So why don't we hold off on the eating plan and the shakes, and let's really focus in, get you working out, and then we'll add the eating plan in later. There's X, Y, and Z. And that's when I offer, usually the 1-year BOD membership is where I start with that $99 BOD membership. And I start there. And if they're just like, or it's really up to you. If you want to just say, hey, it's summertime, why don't we just jump in with this 3-month Beachbody On Demand membership? Let's get you through the summer. And then see in the fall, we can jump in with a new program, that kind of thing. Know that like those are really great ideas. Or if they're saying that they're struggling with food or they're struggling with energy, that's when you talk about, why don't you just grab Energize? Or why don't you grab a sample pack of Shakeology and a 3-month BOD membership? And I want to show you a visual really quick. I'm going to share my screen, which I never do. So now I don't. There we go. One sec. You getting there? Oh, sorry, wrong thing. I'm such a nerd. I am not techie, that is for sure. Okay, hold on, it's pulling up. I'm sorry, I thought I already had them pulled up. They're all on the bottom. Well, while these are pulling up, I'm going to send you guys these things too as they're starting to open. But one of the girls on our team either found or created this really great cheat sheet for volume. And if you guys will remember, volume equals income. This was the tracker. We're going to talk about that in a second. So here are these little cheat sheets. I'm going to pull them both up at the same time, hopefully. You guys give me a little head nod if you can see things. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to make sure these are in our group page in a little bit, but I want you to take a look at this. So when we sell a challenge pack, we make anywhere between like $40 and $60, depending on what challenge pack they get. We get volume for our account that helps us stay active. We get team volume that rolls up for our team. And volume equals dollars, basically. And what I want us to remember is all of the other options out there that bring in income for us. And so for us, if someone is constantly saying, hey, I just can't afford it, there are so many other things that we can get them started with and get them on board. Now, you get to decide for yourself who you want in your challenge groups. For me, I let people in my challenge groups as long as they are either following the meal plan to a T and they purchase it from me, or they've purchased BOD from me, Beachbody On Demand. And so I don't necessarily make them have Shakeology in order to be in my fit groups. Everyone's different. You guys can do whatever works best for you. And so for me, if someone wants to get Beachbody On Demand and hop in, but maybe they want to try Recover or the Boost or the Beach Bars or something like that, this only just helps build your income. And when you think about it, you may not be getting Success Club points for some of these things, but it's bringing in a paycheck every Thursday. And for your coaches, it's bringing in a paycheck every Thursday. And for a brand new coach coming in, I was sharing with someone today, I don't remember, maybe it was Allie. My very first paycheck was $14, and I can remember being so excited because I had only been coaching for a week, and it showed that I had sold 21 Day Fix DVDs, right? Because we had DVDs back then. And I felt confident in that. I was excited. And then a couple weeks later, when more money started to come in, that is what pushed me to keep going, because yes, it was overwhelming to learn everything. And yes, I was like, what did I just jump in? But I saw that income rolling in really small and slowly. And that is what pushed me forward. So when you think about that for yourself, for your new coaches that you're bringing in, if they can just sell Energize, if they can sell anything, like a box of Beach Bars, even if it only makes them $15, there's something about making those first couple sales that just feels like a huge win, right? You guys remember that feeling? You know that feeling? And so I just don't want us to forget these things. I still believe that Shakeology is super important. And I still believe that hitting Success Club is really important. And just that reminder, Success Club is helping at least 3 new people a month with a challenge pack. And that's because I know, like I said in the beginning, that it's the combination of the workouts and the eating plan with the shakes that changed everything for me, right? And I know that I'm not going to come in and just give half for the program. But I also know that here I am coaching 3 years in the business, growing pretty successful with my business. And I started out by saying no to the shakes to my coach. I said, I don't want to do shakes. She kept trying. And I was like, I just don't like stuff like that. And so I jumped in with just 21 Day Fix DVDs. And then here I am now. I fell in love with it. And then 2 months later, I was like, well, give me the shakes. Give me everything. I want to buy it all. And I want to sell it. And I want to coach. And so you never know, the type of person you're bringing in. I've even been looking at some of you, and I know we started together doing something different. And so that's what I just don't want us to forget by being so locked in on Success Club. And yes, Success Club is super important. That's how we earn those trips. That's how we earn those gifts. That's how we become an elite team, is when our team hits Success Club. So those things are still really, really important. But as you're looking at your month, one of my goals, and I write it on the top of my calendar, is I say, help 1 new person every day. And no, that doesn't mean I'm going to help 1 new person with a challenge pack every day, but you better believe I'm trying to have enough conversations to where I can help 1 person every day, whether that's them starting a free trial, grabbing Beach Bars, Energize, shakes, a challenge pack, just Beachbody On Demand, whatever that is. Maybe it's a current customer adding the Shakeology Boost to their shakes, whatever it is. I am trying to have that mindset. And I know that if I do that, and if I always lead with the program that I love the most, which is the full program, that I am going to sell challenge packs, and I am going to hit Success Club, and I am going to get those leads, because we all know Success Club gives us those leads as well. And that's really important to my income as well. And so those are just some of the things, if that mindset shifts just a little bit, and we don't use it as a cop-out. And that's why I want to make sure that's very clear. Success Club is still very important. Us being just do the 3-month, that can feel like a cop-out. And so if you don't feel confident talking about the challenge packs, let's chat after this. But I feel like some of those smaller things get overlooked. And then one of my new goals that I've started this month is really looking at my current challengers, which I always have. I've always poured into my challengers. I've always turned challengers into coaches. But like, you know how we always goal set in the beginning of the month and we're like, okay, I want to have this many Success Club points or this much income every week, or I want to assign this many coaches. I'm also adding, and I want to turn this number of challengers into coaches, or I want to turn this many of challengers into Shakeology drinkers, or just kind of thinking about your current clientele, like the people who you're currently investing in, who already know you, already trust you, already love the workouts. And maybe they're just ready for the eating plan. Maybe they're ready for the beach bars or the next level. And so I know it sounds really basic, but I also know for me, like 3 years into the business, sometimes I just need to be reminded of that. And this past month, it was like a really good reminder of, okay, like let's just see what's out there. And so last month in Growth Week, we really ended each video with reminding you or discussing one of our products. And Allie, are you just listening? Or are you able to chat? If not, I'm going to tell what you're doing because I thought it was really awesome.
I can chat. I'm trying to get on the computer, but I'm on the phone.
Oh, you're fine. Will you tell everybody what you're doing this week in your regular challenge group about your products?
Yeah. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, perfect. So I decided to do this week because I'm leaving for Italy towards the end of the week, and I'm really trying to like just pump everything up for what the MM100. So I'm doing product week this week. So like Monday today, I featured Shakeology. So I kind of explained what Shakeology was, like what's in it, how does it help. I told the story with me. I said, at first I canceled it right away because I was like, this is too much, but I realized how it helped me with my nutrition and it helped me like stay on track. And so then tomorrow I'll pick another product from Beachbody. So it might be the beach bars, and then Wednesday it could be Energize. So, you know, making sure like that I post a picture of it so they can visually see it and explaining what's in it and then how it can help like with the programs. Because I think so many times my people, I don't tell them every single product that Beachbody offers, or I don't explain like how this really can help. And I'm trying to show it more in my story so they see it and then they can kind of connect. And just like Whit said, maybe they'll order just like a tub of Energize, or they'll do like the Beachbody bars because it's summer and they want to grab something like for the pool or for the beach. So that's what I'm doing this week. And then next week I'm going to start hyping up the new program and the different like packs that they can order with their VIP access.
Yes, thank you. And that's all just in her challenge group. And Allie, did you call it, oh, it's product week, or did you just happen to highlight something every day?
Yeah, I this morning I sent one out like 5 a.m. like a post, and I said I'm really excited. This week is going to be product week. I'm going to bring something that Beachbody, you know, has that's really helped me through my journey, blah blah blah, something like that. I'd have to read it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Like you even told them, like, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it type thing. But it's like those people, they're watching you. And we've been talking a lot in some side chats of like, how do you tell your challengers, especially in the app, if you're using the app? Because that's what I do. It is a little bit harder to showcase different things. But what I realized is like, go ahead and post your snack. You know, like your workout picture can have your Energize in it. It doesn't have to be a post-workout picture, or those little things like that of just dropping the different products here and there. I'm obsessed with the Power Greens. And so every other day in my shake, I'm showing the Power Greens. And I do have people ask about it, but it's not because I just want to sell it. It's because I actually love that it gives me a serving of veggies in the morning without me having to grab anything else. And so just product placement a little bit, obviously you're doing it because we love this stuff. And that's the beauty of it. And if that's the heart behind it, it's not like, I want to make money. Let me sell, sell, sell. The heart behind it is this stuff is awesome. And even if you don't love it, maybe the other half of our team does. So it's great to talk about, like the 3-day refresh, how Becca did ultimate reset, you know, all these type of things that everyone on the team has done or used something, so we can totally dive into each other's stories, because there is someone out there, there's your face. There's someone out there that could be really helpful for them. And so I just thought that was a really great idea, just as you're even going about the nose in your own challenge group with your current people. I know that's different than our followers, but that is honestly a really great tip even to move into posts and stories. So Becca, you're welcome to unmute. Youth energize. Yes, feel free to share. You can unmute.
I mean, it's basically, if you followed what Ashley Amaral did last week or the week before in Heart Hustle Muscle, it's basically doing that. Because I've been talking on my regular page, like about my mom crack that I cannot live without, right? And so in my free community that people can join, I'm sharing in there like why I love it and some hacks for it. So she did one with like ice cubes, one where you add seltzer or sparkling water to it, just different things to make it a more usable product, user-friendly product. Because I think sometimes when we purchase items, even shakes, we think about them so one-dimensionally that we forget that there are a lot of other ways to use them. And so that's what I'm doing with Energize this week, and it's been fun. And I just got Power Green, so I'm going to be picking your brain about different things that I can do with that.
Yes, I love those ideas because that's the beauty of what we get to do. And we say this all the time is like, we're not just selling a one-dimensional product. Like what we do affects everything. Like we literally, like you name it, and we get to play a part in that, whether someone needs energy, someone needs that afternoon pick-me-up, someone needs to get healthy, someone needs to get strong, like gain weight, lose weight, mental, it's just like there's so many things. And so I think sometimes, I know for me, I get in my groove of doing something that I forget about all the other things. So get really creative, try new recipes, smoothie bowls. Yes, my kids are now obsessed with smoothie bowls. So all smoothie bowls, putting sprinkles in your Shakeology. People love that. I did that for donut day, and people are asking me all kinds of questions. All right, so what is it? You just put sprinkles in something that you drink every day and you get questions. So it's just think outside the box with well, what do I love? What makes this fun? And go from there. Any other tips or ideas when it comes to just whether it's talking about the sale or sharing other products? What are some things that are working for you? Or maybe even just the type of conversations that are working.
So it's kind of similar, I guess. When people purchase the challenge pack, a lot of times my people do one where they get one product, so they'll get Shakeology or they'll get the performance line. So what I've been doing is if they commit to 21 days, right, and they crush it, workouts, they show me that they're showing up, I will send them a sample of Shakeology if they ordered the performance line, or if they ordered the performance line, or reverse it. If they ordered the I don't know. I think you know what I'm trying to say. I'm so tired. But I will send them the opposite of what they ordered so that they can try that too. And I will include my favorite way to use that item. I do this with Beach Bars too because they have been a lifesaver. My kids are obsessed with Beach Bars. But I know some people don't like just handing stuff out for free, and that's totally fine. Again, that's why I love our business and we can run it however we want. But I found that by sending them stuff for free, they're more likely to actually try it, right? It's something that they might not order on their own because they don't know, they don't want that repercussion if they don't actually like it. And so that's been a way to get people to try new things without them having to invest a whole lot of money up front. And it's a way to reward people, right? Because who doesn't like being rewarded for their hard work, right?
Becca, that just reminded me of two things. So since January, I've been doing this and I've been hitting Success Club 10 very, very early in the month because I give away a bar and a sample of Energizer to the first 5 people who sign up. It might seem like a lot. It's not. I have a UPS girl who mails each package for $2 for me. You buy the package of the bars anyway, you eat them. So you just give away 5, whatever, that sucks. I can't have the Energizer right now because I'm pregnant. So for me, it's like a wash. And then the second thing is, don't forget in your challenge groups, kind of like what Becca said, give the stuff away, make them do something. So whoever posts a sweaty selfie today and tags me will be in for the drawing of the free Energizer. And then they're posting it on their social. Everybody else who's watching them is saying, well, what are they doing? I want to do that. I started doing that once a week. Yeah, she has to go to the post office. She has to fill more work, but like it gets the product out and then chances are they order it, which bumps your volume, which is nice.
Yeah, that's super smart. Super smart. Any other tips or ideas on that?
This was a while ago that I did this, and it hasn't followed through yet, but I have someone interested from this. I did a random, we were doing it in our challenge group, a plank challenge in our challenge group. And then I posted to my stories that like the first one was 15 seconds. Can you hold a plank for 15 seconds? It's the length of a story. So I literally did a story holding a plank for 15 seconds. And I said, anybody who who tags me or responds to this will be entered into a challenge. And I had a couple random people do it and send me a video or a picture, a still picture of them doing it. And so I just like gave all of them, it was like 2 people, but I gave them a package. I sent them a package of Shakeology and I had them pick a flavor. And so that got them in the hands of it. And they tried, and then they tagged me when they tried it because they were excited to try it. So they tagged me in their story then for trying it. So, and you know, I'm working on closing, you know, getting them to order that because they're really interested in it. So something like that, just something fun that anybody can do, and it doesn't like commit them because commitment's scary, you know, and it's free. So, you know, they like that.
Yeah, that's a really fun idea. Like random Instagram giveaways, people love that. They love it. The last thing I thought about when you said the free thing was the idea of like a free group. And there's so much content out there on free groups, so I'm not going to go too deep. But what I would encourage you is, I don't know if you need a free group every month or if you're going to do a free community, that's different. But if we're just talking about a free group, like I do one like maybe every 3 months, and I have people sign up. Hi, is the door unlocked? Sorry, Charlie, just the door's open. Come on in. Okay, I'm sorry. Charlie was at a VBS with a neighbor, and there we go. But to have people sign up for the 3-month membership, hold on, I'm finishing a call, and then I'll come chat. Okay, we're at the last couple minutes. And you can say, hi, here's Charlie. Okay. Have them sign up for the 3-month membership as opposed to just the free. Charlie. It's like real life. I don't know, but I'm literally talking to my people. I love it. Oh, I'm never alone. Okay. Have them sign up for the 3-month membership. Let them know they get 2 weeks for free. And then what I like to do is Clean Week. If anything, use Clean Week recipes. And if someone's like, I don't want to do those workouts, I'm like, let's pick another one. And I know a lot of us have found huge success with this, but you do like a 7-day Clean Week. I would encourage you, grab another coach and do it together. I know Hannah and I talked about this. It is more fun if you get like 2 or 3 coaches together, because then you can usually get a couple people who are posting. Run it like a normal challenge group. You're hyping up Shakeology. You're giving away packets of Shakeology, Energize, things like that. Yes, Becca, it's seeing your chat pop up. And the beauty of it is then you get to be talking to them behind the scenes the whole time. And then second week, be like, you should do something else this week because you still have it for another week. And while they're diving into the other things, if someone really does legit Clean Week for a week, they typically can lose between 2 and 4 pounds. Like anyone who actually dives in, who hasn't been like doing my normal, like obviously if they've already been working out and eating well, no. But like to someone who's brand new, they lose weight, they feel good, they sense the community. And I can typically roll people into challenge packs into my full fit group. So my encouragement for you as you're thinking about the $20 off, as you're thinking about all the different products, as you're thinking about Morning Meltdown 100, which we'll talk about in a couple weeks on our team call, and kind of how to really talk that out. I want you to be thinking about like, should I pop a free week in there somewhere that can roll into my July group? And that could be really beneficial to look at the dates and think, when am I going to start? Can I still get people in on the deal? If not, that's fine. I'm going to push them into July, you know, but if you're needing help this month, offering the free week, even if you put them in your main challenge group right now, just remember to say, I'm going to have to pull you up on day 8 or day 13 or 14 or whatever. It's really up to you, but utilize that opportunity to bring people in and have them go all in. I think that that's huge. Like I said, especially if someone's like pushing back on price or anything like that, be like, if you're just kind of nervous about what it's going to be, go ahead and try it. And that's another thing. Like there's just so many opportunities that Beachbody gives us to just give people a taste of it. Here's a little free week of BOD. Here's a sample shake pack. Here's a sample Energize. Here's what I do with my Shakeology when I don't want to drink it. Like so many things out there. And so if you are going to do a clean week, just think ahead. That's my biggest thing, is don't just be like, all right, I'm going to do it tomorrow and start posting about it. Like, be a boss. You guys run your company, right? A normal coffee shop owner wouldn't just throw out some free coffee tomorrow without really planning ahead and marketing and knowing what she was going to do, right? Or he, I know you guys in here too. So like, get your game plan together, plan out your month. And remember, as we're planning out the summer, about Morning Meltdown that starts July 29th. Okay? Yes. Yes, Becca.
All right. So this is similar to the whole like personal volume type things. It took me a long time to understand this, but we can get Success Club points from more than just challenge packs. So think about different options that you have. Home direct orders that are 90 personal volume or more will get you to Success Club points. So for example, and this is fresh in my mind because I legit just did one right before this call, but the performance stack that has your pre and post workout, that will get you 2 Success Club points if someone orders it on Home Direct. So what I like to do is I just say, hey, it has a monthly subscription. We can cancel that for you if you don't want to do that every month, but I set you up this way because I know you're going to love it. But think about those options. 3 boxes of Beach Bars. Daily Sunshine, which I forget, they discounted that price a while ago and it's much cheaper than it was there. So there are other options for Success Club points as well. So don't just feel like you're stuck to constantly be pushing challenge packs.
Yes. Just Shakeology, like anything that's like the HD, Shakeology, Energize and Recover. You can look on this little cheat sheet that I'm going to give you guys later and you'll see like, yeah, there's plenty of Beach Bars. 3 boxes of Beach Bars on Home Direct are points. So that's what my father-in-law orders now. So he's like one of my coaches and gets all his Beach Bars sent to him. And you actually only need 2 boxes to stay active. And that's the beauty of it. So much potential out there, right? So if you're using it, just make sure you're talking about it. That's probably the biggest thing. And if you're not using it, watch our team. And if our team's using something you're not, share their story.
Share the crap out of it. My team hears me say that all the time. Whatever you're using, share the crap out of it.
Yes. For real.
I wanted to show you guys this really quick. Can I share a screen?
Try.
Fancy. Okay, so I went back to every single person that said it's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. And I just did like a mad blast, took 10 minutes of 2-week free trial. And I got like 5 people. And what I want to show you guys really quick is how to track it, because if you lose track, they'll get charged and then it's going to take more work for you to cancel their BOD and then sign them up with the challenge pack if that's the route you go. But I know it's like we're running out of time and it's later, but I wanted to show you this because, okay, look, I put their name, I put the date they signed, I put their email, when I added them to the challenge group, if I sent the email, and then when I sent the follow-up. And that's just because my brain is really ADD. So I just wanted to show you guys this because we talk about tracking a lot, but like, this is a really good way just to like make sure that you don't keep somebody in that shouldn't be in there anymore or miss an opportunity where you could have had, I know we just talked about, not really talking about Success Club points, but you know what I mean? So there's my 2 cents. Brands.
Awesome. Yes, that's the biggest thing. I set like alarms in my phone sometimes that it'll pop up like, talk to Susie Q, or it's day 13, or I've talked to her before then, but like those reminders of like, remind them to cancel because there's nothing worse than that day 15 message from someone who forgot to cancel. Yeah, that's another conversation. We got about 2 minutes left. Anything anybody want to add or any other questions? We can continue it in the chat, but. All right, well, let me snap our picture because that's what we do. I had new coaches on the other day and they were like, what do you mean take our picture? I'm like, just smile at your phone or your computer, okay? That's pretty much what we're gonna do. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I love it. I'll send it to you guys in the group. Well, you guys are amazing. Rock out June. Have those conversations. Talk about the sale. Talk about the products. Get the word out there about how your life is changing and what summer means to you. That's so big. And if you have any tips on what you're saying for invites and follow-ups, go ahead and even just put it in the chat on the Strength Movement page. I'll kind of create a flow right now with a couple of things and just add to it so it's all in there in one spot. Sound good? All right. Have an awesome week. I'll talk to you guys later.